Welcome to the Saturday night seminar. Some of you have been here a few days, some a few weeks, some many months. And you've worked with us, you've worked hard, maybe harder than you ever worked. So probably during these days, many questions have come to your mind about your own spiritual journey. We try to live a radical... How do we know, day by day, year by year, who might have a vocation? The first sign is that people are happy here, that living this way gives them life, that it nurtures them, their spirits. That's the first sign. And then some love it so much they never want to leave, and then they pray. And sometimes God shows people very clearly.
They've probably been touched in some way or other that they may not completely understand by some invitation, a closeness to the Lord or mystery in their life that they want to have unfolded. So this is the kind of discernment that the life here can provide for young or older folks too. And that comes from just daily family life as we live it.
Most people come for a while, then leave, and maybe come back and leave and come back, and then you come back, keep coming back, and you keep drawn to this. You've discovered something here you've not found anywhere else. There's something about this that just can't get out of their skin.
Welcome, everyone. This is our first class on Catherine's Constitutions. And Catherine herself is actually giving the first class to introduce this. So, first line, to me, Nazareth was the little mandate, and the little mandate was Nazareth. Perhaps because in my mind and heart, the little mandate exemplified for me the utter simplicity of total surrender.
What attracted me to Madonna House was Catherine's writings themselves. I had read the books, and I think what she was speaking about, like the Holy Spirit speaking through her about the church in this time and just about society and culture in general, it just rung so true in my heart that I was totally captivated by all of her books.
Catherine was serving the poor. She had like soup kitchens, and that's what we have in Edmonton. There's a soup kitchen. And we had an assignment there for 2 weeks, so I helped there in the soup kitchen. And it's a good experience because you meet the people you serve, and you can learn about them, and then you learn to encounter Christ in them.
It's hard to really fully put into words as like how a diocesan priest, a parish priest would come to Madonna House. That it was not an attempt to leave something that was difficult, but a real responding to a call, and that this is what the Lord has for me, and at least to come and to experience the life, live the life, and see from there where He's going to lead me.
Since I've been here, I've been either assigned to the kitchen or the laundry. So that's a very ordinary thing, like that any person in a family has to do. So you're, washing beach bath towels, or preparing people's Sunday clothes, or just getting lunch ready for people to eat. Except that here, it's on a much larger scale because we have a much larger family.
It's just such a beautiful family atmosphere. I kind of never experienced it before. And yeah, just the simplicity of the life here. It's very conducive to prayer, and it's a good way to always pray, always to be with God, and also it helps you to see God in your neighbor.
Revive us now, God, our helper.
You have to get in touch with who you are and the Lord's love for you. And then you can love in a deeper way, freed from a lot of selfishness, and just love the person for himself or herself. But it's a long journey, and Catherine in her writings has mapped out an incredible spiritual path on how to reach that understanding.
Every story is unique, but how one becomes an applicant, usually they are here for between 6 to 8 months or even up to a year. But when they're here, they live our way of life, which is poverty, chastity, and obedience, without, of course, the commitment, but sharing in it, We usually can tell if someone is being called to live this way of life because they get up early and help with breakfast, and kind of extra generosity that comes. As I say, like if you are in love with someone, you spend hours on the phone or want to buy this thing or give gifts and that sort of, it's the same kind of impulse to just act out of that love through this community.
After you spend 2 years in applicancy, where you're being formed in the life of the community, you take first promises after 2 years. And then you become a member of the community and you can wear the Pax Caritas cross of Madonna House. It's a very emotional day for many people. They become profoundly aware that they're making promises of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Promises for what? Well, you'll hear it each time a person makes the promises, for the glory of God. And because I desire with my whole heart to respond to the call of Jesus Christ to preach the gospel with my life, is to preach the gospel with our lives. That's why people make promises for varying lengths of time, but always with that forever in the heart, one day, God willing.
For the glory of God, and because I desire with my whole heart
to respond to the call of Jesus Christ, to preach the gospel with my life.
I, David Guzman, hereby promise, with the help of Our Lady,
to live in poverty, chastity, and obedience,
according to the Madonna House spirit and mandate.